I don't like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know she's in pain.
Oh.
Now the question is, two wrongs, two rights. When somebody's in pain, how much do you hold against them or not how they respond? Because when things are not the normal, I say their true colors shine. It's easy to be what you are, but when things
Okay.
shake up, now I've seen her in childbirth. I see she gave birth to our second son, no epidural, nothing. Like I've seen her in pain. So
Right.
I'm usually thinking she got high tolerance of pain. She didn't freak out like that when she gave.
Yeah.
But she was coming at me. I mean, like that's the nice version. She didn't curse me out or anything, but she was definitely like coming at me, and I was like, bruh, exactly. You tell me what? And I was like, bruh, like I'm trying to help you, and you coming at me, like
You're a villain, son.
So I'm like, was I wrong for feeling a certain kind of way? Was I wrong to like? She's like, stop yelling at me. I'm like, I will yell until you calm down. I need you to calm down. But that wasn't helping. So
Yeah.
two wrongs, you're right. Was I wrong for how I responded and feel some kind of way about it? Was I wrong for how I responded, but right for feeling the way I felt? Was it right for feeling the way I felt, but wrong the way I responded? Or was I right and like, trying
This
to?
is hard, man.
Yeah.
The bro answer, the bro answer is wrong, right? I would say, but the biblical answer is definitely wrong. But
Oh
I've had
man.
moments where I've come to you like this, so it's hard for me to say this. But I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh man.
The first I say wrong in both scenarios, regardless, but wrong because I know because that was me, right? I've been that person, and my dad had to calm me down a lot in my life, right? So like I was very emotional. I was a crybaby. I didn't like to
Okay.
lose. I cried during games, like all of that stuff. And my dad realized that there was one thing he could say to me, like yelling didn't work. One thing he would say to me, he would either grab my shoulders, grab my helmet, grab my face, and say, "Stink, take a deep breath."
Okay.
Like that's like he knew my dad was very intense and he always has been, and he's gonna
Right.
say what he has to say. But there's been moments in my life like where he knows if I go to Shep level right now, it's not gonna help. I broke my leg, it was the same way. He was on 10 with everybody else, but me, he was like, it's gonna be all right, you good. Like that, and he is the most intense. So I would say like I broke my finger. He threw the ball at me. We were doing field work at Wise, and I dislocated my finger to the point where it was like half the size. So this part of my finger was behind this knuckle. So I had like a little nub kind of deal. And I'm like, oh, it's broke. Oh, here we go. And
Right.
he's like, take a deep breath. Let me see. I'm like, you crazy. You know what I mean? Like, And then before I even knew it, he had popped it back into place.
Okay.
Right. So like it was all in delivery. So like I would understand because that's how, like my wife's the same way. Like when it happens, it's like, oh, we about to get there. But you got to be able to say, come on, take a deep breath. And then if she's like, and this is my thing, this is where I think and I might be wrong for this too. Like, in this moment, when that happens, if she doesn't match your intensity within 5 minutes, I say walk away.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because I'm not helping. You're not gonna let me help you. I'm not gonna get frustrated. But the bro answer, like I said, yeah, that's how you feel? Like
Exactly. Now the true feelings come out.
this how you really feel about me right now when I'm trying to serve you and be like Christ? What? You know what I mean?
Oh man.
But I would say, and again, in scriptural references, like we cannot take offense because
Yeah.
offense is not of God. Offense is prideful in a sense. It's like,
Exactly.
you talk about me like that. You know what I mean? Like Jesus was definitely called a lot of things and he just didn't say anything. So shout out to
Exactly.
Jesus because I try to be like you every day. Lord,
Dang, bruh.
it don't work. So
No,
all
I
I'm
did
just,
end up walking away. I
there
did
you go.
she had to go through it. Like she had to go through her go
Yeah.
through. I felt bad. I went down to the bedroom and I could still hear her like just mad, hurting. And all I wanted to do is come near her and console her. But like you said, I knew I wasn't helping and I had to work. I had to take that moment like, bro, stop thinking about yourself. Like stop.
Yeah.
thinking about yourself. And I kept going back, but it was like, I would never tell her that. I would never, like, in my pain. And I'm like, you're still making this about you. And I'm having this inner conversation. Like, and my sons come check on me. Dad, you okay? I'm like, that's cool. I'm just.
Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm just. My wife did calm down. Like, not calm down, but it started de-escalating. So that sounds, calm down sounds so negative. It's not negative, but she started de-escalating, and we were able to assess her finger. She did break her finger. She's okay. Nothing like crazy. But I broke my finger before too, so I knew the pain she was going through. I was just trying to see how bad it was.
Yeah, this one looks now.
Yeah. Mine is like, you probably can't see it, but I got this hump in my pinky, and the other one I don't have a hump. It's straight because I broke it at summer camp.
If you don't break a finger, you ain't trying hard.
Yeah. So that was my 2 wrongs, right? I knew I was wrong, bro. I knew, like.
Question.
Yeah.
What was in the box, dude?
Yeah. All right. So what was in the box? Everyone knows. So what was in the box was the hardware that goes to the entertainment system to be able to make it into like a wall mount floating screen. So like the bracket that you attach to it, the metal brackets for the TV, like all that. When she cut the tape, it just like wham. And you would never know unless you stuck your hand way up there. You would not know. If you just normally carried it like you would carry anything like just on the edges and carry it in, I wonder why would I ever look up underneath the entertainment center? But when I really stuck my hands under it, I was like, there's something under here. And so later my wife and I were like, we're so glad that fell on her finger and not my son's, my youngest son, who was trying to cut it because he was trying to do the same thing. So basically he had his one hand planted on the ground and other he was up underneath trying to cut it. But he couldn't reach it or he couldn't see it. And so my wife was like, let me do it. And she put her hand down to brace herself. And as she cut the tape, it just.
That's a sermon. Oh, goodness.
Bruh.
Oh, that's good.
I'll preach right there, right?
That is good.
You can use it.
Son didn't have to.
Yeah. You can use that right there.
That's a whole other lesson for a whole other day. Y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with you. I was wrong for feeling some kind of way. Like, bro, it's not about you.
It's tough husband moments.
Not about you. But that's our 2 wrongs, 2 rights. I know we're over 30 minutes, but story time can go long. We thank you guys for listening. Know that you can follow our podcast. Right now we're on Spotify and we're also on Anchor. We're going to set up so we can be on all the other platforms like iTunes and Google Play. We just haven't set that up yet. Also follow us on YouTube. You can follow me on all social media platforms, Dione, Bolding, D-I-O-N-E, Bolding, B-O-W-L-D-I-N-G, and Roman numeral 2, so 2 I's. If you don't put that, you're going to get my dad. Older black guy. He's cool, but that's not gonna be me. And you can follow me on all social media platforms, and I know Shep as well. He has social media. What's your social media contact?
Charvalier _Shepherd. So look at the screen right now as I'm talking. Literally copy that and put an underscore in the middle. If you can't find me, type in Heaven Shepherd, and then you'll find my wife, and then you'll find me. So
there you go. 2 is 1. She's him and he's her. That's it. Thank you guys for listening. We love your feedback as we continue this series. You guys be blessed, knowing that we do pray for you, and we know that Jesus saves. So turn to him in your time of need. That's it. And keep washing your hands.